The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
As you know, if you've been listening to our show for the last year or so, we've been really worried about Miley Cyrus and her family situation.
Haven't we just? We talk about it non-stop.
We talk about it non-stop. Not a day goes by. It's our Harley Reid, actually. It's our Harley Reid.
It's true.
So, the problem is some of the kids aren't speaking to the mother. Because the mother and Billy Ray broke up and she went through, a bit of anguish after that.
Yes. There's a real rift in the family, isn't there?
But now, everybody...
We know why.
A source...
Close to the family.
Don't know what one.
Tomato.
Don't know.
Is it a Hemsworth?
I do not know. I think it was a smoky barbecue.
Anyway, I accept that.
A source has come forward and told us what's been going on, and that is that Noah Cyrus, currently 24 years old.
So Marley's sister.
Yep. She had a boyfriend. His name was Dominic Purcell. You would have seen his handiwork in Prison Break.
And he's Australian.
Big show back on Channel 7 in the day.
Yep. So anyway, they were sort of seeing each other.
Okay.
And then Tish Cyrus, the mother of Noah and Miley, who is currently 56 years old, she went after Dominic Purcell. And guess what, everybody? Last year, they tied the knot. So that's why the family is split down the middle, because the mother went after her daughter's boyfriend and got
landed him. Funnily enough, Noah didn't go to that wedding, and nor did the brother. So and on the day of the wedding, she was photographed wearing a Billy Ray Cyrus T-shirt.
Oh, really? That's funny.
So
That's really
declaring
funny.
her allegiances there. Dominic Purcell, we should say, is 54, so it's more age appropriate that he's with the mother anyway.
Yeah. And
instead of being 30 years
I
older than his
understand it.
girlfriend.
I mean, there's the
awkward,
age
though.
thing, and the mum looks pretty handy.
I know, but also, just pick another man in the entire universe. Don't pick your daughter's boyfriend.
But it happens, though, because, for me personally, it would be the idea of it would freak me out a little bit, knowing that you have made love to the person that one of your parents have made love to. Even if it was your brother.
That's not good, is it?
Even if it was someone that your sibling had made love to and you also have made love to them. Even as is it a cousin? Yeah. It's a bit creepy.
If you've seen them at a family function, I think it's just it's a no-go zone. It just seems wrong, doesn't it?
But some people don't mind keeping it in the family.
I mean, not entirely in the family.
Just trying to do the...
But there are some, there are
a lot of cousins.
It's a long list.
I'm sure there are some, guys out there and some girls that have been passed around the family.
Not passed around.
In a nice way.
They've worked their way through the family,
They've worked their way. Well, it doesn't sound any better, actually.
Consenting adults, at least.
It's a bloody interesting one. It's breaking up their family, clearly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if
Tish
love is
happy?
love, if you have a dynamic, amazing connection with somebody, should you turn that down just because they've been with someone else in your family?
I think if it's your child, yes. I think above all, your child has to come first, doesn't it, Shaun?
She's
You're
got
a
other
father.
children. She's got other children.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Okay, so say this is another dimension. You and Megan have gone Splitsville, right? And then Ollie brings home this chick, and she's tidy.
And then I cut his lunch.
Yes.
You wouldn't do it, would you?
I'll have a go.
To be fair, if Ollie's bringing home someone that's 30 years older than him, you're going, well...
exactly, Nat, exactly.
Because that's the scenario.
Oh, no, that's weird. It's a weird...
Yeah, but take the ages out of it. You just wouldn't do that, would you?
No.
Yeah. No. But it happens, and I think it happens a lot. 13, 24, 10. We want to talk about this. Keeping it in the family. Has a family member taken another family member's partner? And what was the fallout? Or was it all okay?
Yeah. Did you ever go,
we get on?
great.
Are you like sharesy caresies in your family? It's like, are you done with him? Great, give it a go. And then Auntie Glenda wants to go. And then, so does Uncle Bob. He'll let it go too.
Uncle Bob.
You know what
I
he's
know
like.
Bob's your uncle, but that's ridiculous.
Keeping it in the family. Hi, Sharon.
Hello.
Hi,
Sharon, we're excited to hear this. Give us the scenario.
Okay, so a friend of mine, she actually slept with my brother.
Yes.
Then she slept with the man that was to become my husband. But before I even knew he was going to become my husband, and I married him and we had kids and had a lovely life, then she actually married my other brother and is happily married to him still to this day. But the catch is, I don't think my other brother's wife now knows that she actually slept with him.
Oh,
So
right.
if your whole family gets together, right, she slept with 3 of the men there.
That's right.
Was that just hanging out as kids type of scenario for a long period of time and just happened that way?
Well, she went to school with one of my brothers, and then it was really complicated, but she's lovely. I love her.
That's right. And to be honest, I reckon there's a whole lot of brother lovers out there.
Brother lovers,
Yes.
Yeah. Because you know what? Some brothers are sort of the same.
Yeah, that's right.
And
If you're attracted to one thing about the one brother,
one
it's
might be
likely...
slightly a bit more sensitive.
Yes.
You go, I'll try that version.
Well, the one that...
Yeah.
The guy that's married, one of my brothers, he's actually a twin, but the funny thing is she didn't sleep with the other twin. It was a different brother.
Oh, gee,
Well, she's already tried that one.
He was disgusting. Amazing. Thanks, Sharon. Chelsea's in Caramar. Hello.
Hi, gang. How are you?
All right,
Hey,
Chels. Talk to us about keeping it all in the family.
Mine's a bit more Cyrus-y. So I was about 16 and this guy sort of come onto the scene and I hadn't sort of gone anywhere, but he asked me on a date and my mother said, I think he's a bit old for you. And we'd never really had that, like, maternal-daughter relationship. We were more just friends. So I was getting some, maternal, advice. I was like, oh, okay, my mum thinks this isn't right. So I thought, okay, I better not see him because I was 16, he was 23.
Okay.
Anyway, next week I found out it's because she was sleeping with him.
So she was sleeping with him when already?
Yeah, it just sort of started, and I think he was sort of wasn't sure. I guess he wanted to see which one he liked better, but he was younger than both my brothers, which was really awkward.
How old was he?
23.
23. You were 16. Your mum was what?
Oh, so she would have been 41.
41. Go, mum.
I mean, high five, Mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on her, right?
Wow.
But then I sort of started seeing a guy, and then we sort of we partied together for the next sort of 4 or 5 years, and then every time we'd have a few to drink, he'd sort of say, you're the one I want. And,
Oh, no.
That's uncomfortable.
No.
Yeah.
How did it all pan out? What happened?
Well, they stayed together for ages, and I think they're still friends. I think even later on in life, he had another girlfriend, and they moved back in together. So I don't know.
Wow.
If they can wipe it off and hang out and be okay with it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, but right at the start of the relationship, knowing that he's had you both in play,
Yes. And
possibly,
that he's still making a move on the daughter when he's with the mother.
As a 23-year-old.
That is, you know what?
Imagine him going back to the footy club after those days together. You're like,
confident.
boys, you want to believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's an insight into your life. Thanks, Chels. Emily, hello.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Great, Em. Okay, talk to us about keeping it all in the family. What happened?
Had two brothers living together. The younger brother had a girlfriend who was also living there. Older brother decided to cut younger brother's grass. And he got knocked up.
Yep.
Obviously didn't know whose it was. But the younger brother thought it was his. Yeah, and it all came out. Anyway, she terminated, unfortunately. So caused a massive rift. Ended up with the older brother. And fell pregnant to him. Didn't keep that either. So now the sadness was there was a huge family rift, but also two little babies gone, and neither of my brothers have moved on to have wives or families.
No! So that crippled them in the romantic sort of world.
Yeah, and it's, bros before hoes,
God, that is insane.
That's not nice, is it? Unfortunate.
Wow, what was she like? Was she a nice person? Did you?
Yeah, look, she was. I went to school with her. Really, really lovely girl.
Yeah.
I just think it was just circumstantial. My oldest brother was a bit of a, I don't know, bit of a tiger.
Yeah.
And,
A player. Yeah.
just, had to have her. But, look, she was a really nice lady, I have to say. So.
Oh, that's nice, Em, for you to do that.
Wow,
She really liked your DNA, your family's DNA. That's extraordinary. Thanks, Emily.
You've got brothers.
Yeah, heaps.
Did ever anything like that ever happen? Like not saying like you're stealing off it, but did you ever like the same girls? Did you ever?
No, I think the distance.
Did your brothers ever
What
find
do you
out
mean
about?
distance?
No,
the age gap, do you
and
mean?
you're not talking about it.
No, I was going to leave that alone.
All right. Go.
All right.
That just got awkward fast.
So they don't know about.
No,
Okay.
not as my wife.
What about Henry?
Hey, jokes, just in case.
That everyone was called The Craft. That was acting.
and
We're not only on the wireless.
We never heard from Sean again.
Exactly. Oh, my God. If I wash up in a shore somewhere,
Yeah, it's like,
you guys are to
Well,
blame.
hopefully it's rottenness so you can finish the swim.
Put the medal around his neck, but he's gone.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
You know, there's something inside of me that I really want to do. I just want to experience something. I want to go on a cruise. And I do,
talked about it for a long time.
I do.
I
Even
don't
after
know.
the COVID ships,
Well,
after every time you read an article, they're in sea and everyone's gotten
There's
something.
nothing stopping you, Nathan.
I know.
Why don't
I
you
think-
realise
I
that
think,
dream?
I think you're talking about it. You're not committing.
Yeah.
You're not
Just
committing.
do it.
You
Your
know, mate,
holidays
you've got no
coming up.
follow through.
Yeah.
No, none of
So
us
do
have.
it.
No
We're-
follow through. But
we're
all the
helping.
good cruises are on during our breaks. Because our breaks are usually during our school holidays and stuff like that. So anything good is usually not on during our breaks.
Wasn't it-
Sorry, they're not on during our breaks.
A couple of big cruises who are not coming to Australia.
Yes.
Kiboshed
Yes.
it the
I
other
did see
day.
that.
Was
Was
it
it
Virgin?
Virgin?
Yes.
Yeah.
The big ships.
I think
Nah,
it was.
can't help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, cruises are great.
Cruises are great.
None of us have been
Sean.
on them.
This,
That's how good they
this
are.
singer, Dara Star Tucker, used to work on cruise ships.
Yeah.
And she was answering questions on TikTok because she answers questions about working
Yeah,
on
sure.
cruise ships.
Okay,
and
cool.
I mean, the
stuff like that.
same sort of questions we asked Dave Cullen, remember, when he was,
Well, you're inquisitive. One thing that people have noticed when they are enjoying a cruise is sometimes there is an ice cream party.
Is there?
And everyone just getting ice cream left, right, and centre. It's an exciting time on the cruise ship.
This is
the
my
kids are
concern.
happy. Everyone's happy. Would you like to know why there are ice cream parties? Here is Dara.
If the crew suddenly makes a bunch of ice cream available to the passengers, free ice cream party, it is often because more people have died on the ship than they have room for in the morgue. Ice cream party! Woo!
Are you serious?
They have to take the ice cream out and put a
So they
body
put the
in
cold
there.
bodies in there. Are you joking?
No. She says that on a normal cruise, about 4 to 10 people die every voyage. She said there are a lot of older people on the ships. Often, of course, they die on cruises.
Are they dying of diabetes from the ice cream parties?
Well, they said the morgue holds about 7 people. So once you get more than
Yeah.
7, you have to pull some stuff out of the freezer.
So it's, I mean, an ice cream party is more fun than a frozen pea party. Let's face
So
it.
funny.
You
You've
know
got all
what
these
I mean?
kids going around poisoning people just so they can
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, free
knock
ice
a
cream.
couple off, get the free
Isn't that
ice cream.
crazy?
That's
they
funny.
have to move some stuff out of the freezer to make room for some bodies.
Ice cream party!
Anyway, you
Bring
have
out
a
the
great
cookies
time
and
on your
cream.
cruise, Nathan. Have a good time.
It's just every time you lick, you'd be a bit sad, wouldn't you?
No,
Be the
it's
happiest day
sorry,
ever.
it's
Someone's
free ice
grandparents
cream.
have died.
Yeah.
I know,
You're
but
like,
not
yeah,
yours.
I'm getting a treat.
You're right. With my double cone.
Ice cream party!
There you go.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
I wouldn't say I'm what we'd call a green-thumbed person.
I'm not.
You remember I was boasting about how I had 7 plants and they're all thriving.
Yeah.
We're down to 1 over...
And it's struggling.
Probably 3 weeks ago, I just looked at the ones on the table that were begging for water.
Yeah.
And
And
were
mercy.
confused as to why I was going to get water all the time and they weren't getting any.
Nathan, I have plants in the bathroom that are like that.
Yeah.
And it's like the water's right there. They look at me like the water's right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Surely
It's
you can
actually-
take it from there and put it in there.
It's actually really cruel. So I just thought this is too cruel for you to live. So I just and just put them
Yeah.
all in the bin. So I'm down
Oh.
to 1 plant. So it's all right. It's all right. But a guy named Joe, he's a garden enthusiast. So he does this all the time. And he was repotting plants as people do because apparently plants outgrow their pots.
Stop it.
Nathan,
I've never heard of such a thing.
you would, mate. You've got to come over to my house a couple of times a week.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
this occurring every single time. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And costly.
Does Megan have a pot dealer come over?
She goes to Bunnings. She's at Bunnings 3 times a week, and what she does when she repots is she gets the potting mix, and we just got decking out the back like a lot of
Yes.
people do. She gets like the pot plant and just pours it on the decking and makes like a sand
Oh.
pit of shit,
Oh.
and then she repots it and then spends all day cleaning up all the other stuff.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't
No,
either.
there's got to be a better way than that.
Yeah.
Maybe do it on the lawn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would've
that's
thought so.
crazy.
Yeah.
Joe, he was
I hope she's
repotting
not up.
plants, and so for me, when I've ever I have tried to repot a plant once, and I am so careful with it because I don't want to break the leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you see someone that
And the root
gardens,
ball.
they
Yes.
just basically grab the plant from the thing,
Yes.
they bang the side of it,
Yep.
and then pull the plant out, which is what he was doing repetitively. And then he did the same process to a cactus. He just instinctively grabbed it and
Yeah.
pulled it out. Now, this cactus has the tiniest spikes, so hundreds of cactus needle-sharp spines known as glow kids immediately embedded in his hand. He was like, oh, my God. he knew how bad this can be because
we can tell because he's screaming a lot.
They look like hair.
Yeah, I know the ones. Yeah,
and you have to get every single one out to the point where you have to do it with a magnifying glass and tweezers. Usually, it's best to go straight to hospital. And then if you haven't got them all out, then you have to get waxing strips and wax them out like their hair. Because if they're left in there,
Sean, how you wax your palm of your hands.
It feels better. I promise you.
Smooth as.
I know, it's like you're making love to a sideburn, isn't it? Because if they stay in there, they can cause abscesses and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. So, he just grabbed it like that. Anyway, and one of the comments in the down in the comments section was this person that said, I used to keep a little cactus on the dash of my car. Firstly,
that raises a lot of questions, but okay.
Firstly, what?
I know.
A cactus on the dash of your car. That is straight away to anybody a bad idea. One day I braked especially hard. It fell and my knee-jerk reaction was to catch it. And they had spikes in their hands as well. That's the thing about reflexes.
Yes.
You instinctively will grab something that's falling or you will catch something that's coming to you and it doesn't matter what it is.
Your peril.
That thing could hurt you.
Yes, you're right. People instinctively grab at hot pans without realising that the handle's hot. Then you've burnt the palm of your hand.
Yeah. I asked Harry this question just minutes ago, Harry. Give everyone the actual answer of what you said.
It's a serious one.
Yeah.
I'll instinctively, if I see one or mine, my penis.
Essentially need to grab it.
You're pretty popular down the footy change rooms, aren't you?
It's just
in
a
the
male
showers.
thing.
Yeah.
Not one, just yours.
No, he said anyone. Don't put limits on him.
Thank you, Natalie.
Okay, you do you, boo.
Yeah, come here.
Sean, why are you walking over there?
I'm just testing the theory, Dave.
We want to know 13 24 10 if you have done this. You've just it's a reflex.
Yeah.
You've grabbed something or someone's thrown something at you and you've caught it,
or it's falling,
and you've gone to save yourself, and that was a super bad idea. Let us know what happened and how you're injured. Hey, James.
Hi, how you going, guys?
Good, James.
James, are you calling us from Dunsborough?
No, mate, I actually drive up and back 3-4 days a week to Perth, but our business is up in Perth, so...
Oh, wow.
I live in Dunsborough.
You commute from Dunsborough?
Yeah, mate, yep.
Yeah, well, Blinder does the same with the shop,
best
the
of
general
both
store.
worlds, eh?
Yeah. Well, so going into this, we sort of hate you because you live in Dunsborough and we want to. So anyway,
what happened?
So I was unloading a truck at one of our warehouses and had a guy delivering some bedding to us. Had a set of side rails for a bed that was leaning up against the side of his truck. I've turned around to walk away and I don't know, spidey senses told me something was falling behind me, so I've spun around and this rail box had fallen, went to grab it and it's torn the muscle off my bicep.
Oh, yeah.
So you tore the tendon off the bone, yeah?
Yeah, it was pretty hectic, hey.
Oh,
it's still all bunched up now, so it's still never been the same.
Did
so
you
what
get,
happens
did you
is
get
the
surgery?
muscle then comes comes
it's
right
all
up
bunched
like that.
up like a sock stuck up in your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It was insane.
James, did you have surgery?
No, I didn't, mate. No.
Oh,
Toughed
no
it out.
wonder that looks so gross.
Yeah, it does, mate.
Oh, sure, that looks so gross.
Oh, no, but I've seen them when they've been operated on. They still look weird as.
Yeah.
And you lose strength,
Think about
obviously.
that.
You can't use your bicep properly.
James, not a thing that I have to worry about. I have nothing to bunch up.
Long
Be
wrists.
just like a shoelace.
It wouldn't be. It would look like a pimple.
Good on you, James. Thanks, buddy. Sarah's in Coburn. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Great,
good,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay, did you instinctively grab or catch something?
I did. This was a few years ago. At the time, I had 3 young children and I had brand new carpet. So I was quite protective of the carpet. Anyway, I had gone back to work part-time and I was there in front of my classroom teaching. One of the kids walks up to me, Miss, I don't feel well. She's green in the face. Next minute, projectile vomit just comes out and my instincts just went into override. Grabbed forward, grabbed and caught the vomit, ended up all in my hands, all over myself.
That is a mother's instinct
Well
to
done,
protect
Sarah.
to protect her carpet.
But this was the school carpet, so this wasn't even new carpet. This was really
But you were
worn
just
old
yes.
carpet.
But it was just in your brain at the time. You've got to protect the carpet at all costs.
Any carpet.
You caught a
Vomit's not
child's
going anywhere.
vomit. Sweetheart.
I mean,
Just sit with that for a
If
second.
only that was a skill that you could transfer into making some money out of. Do you know what I mean? Because you deserve it.
God,
That's amazing.
No one catches spew like Sarah, they
No,
say.
that's what they say. Spewy hand, Sarah. Thanks, Sarah. Maddie's in Southern River. Hello.
Hey, morning. How are we?
Hey, good, Maddie.
bud. Okay, what happened to you?
So, I was 18. I just finished school and I was studying chefing. And our teacher was teaching us how to sharpen our knives.
Yes.
And as I've passed him my knife, he was using me as an example. He sort of like banged it on the side of the table, and when it dropped, just put my hand down to grab it, caught it by the blade. And you know, chefing knives, they're razors.
Yes.
So it sliced straight into my middle finger, straight through the tendon. And now that I had surgery, not long after, the surgeon came in and said, doesn't look too flash, we're hoping it'll heal.
Yeah.
But it didn't, so now whenever I'm walking around and hold something, I'm giving somebody the finger. So
you got a nub.
finger from me. It stands at attention 24/7.
Yes.
Oh, stands
No,
for
no,
attention.
no,
you
you
can't
can't
bend
bend
it.
it.
You can't bend
Because of the
it.
tendon.
Yeah.
Cannot bend my middle finger, so if I'm ever carrying anything, it looks like I'm giving someone the finger.
You don't ever want to get done for anything and then be on TV leaving
Yes.
court because people are going to think that you're
Yes.
being an asshole to
Yeah,
everyone.
unrepentant. Yeah.
Maddie.
If I'm on TV leaving court, I think the finger's the least of my problems.
Well, hey, Maddie, talk to us about your life. What would you be in for?
He's an upstanding citizen. Pulling the finger at the cops, obviously, is the problem. Good on you, Maddie. Thank you,
I actually
everybody.
think he was going to go into a list then before you cut him
a few
off.
things.
We're
There's a
gonna
hydro on the back.
we going to take more.
Hello, Mandy.
Hi.
Hey,
Morning,
Mandy.
Okay, what happened, Mandy?
Well, it's Christmas Eve, and my tradition is to have a few bottles of champagne on Christmas Eve.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
That's a very good tradition. Yep.
So I'm in a bottle of Dom and decided to glaze the ham.
Yeah.
Full big ham. I've got the rind off. I'm scoring it. And, you know, it's a bit slippery and the knife falls and I instinctively just put my leg out to catch the knife.
Your
Leg, yeah.
Mandy.
I do that with glasses
I've done
sometimes.
that.
when
I've
they're
done that
falling.
with scissors, and
Yeah,
they've
do
never.
it all the time.
The sharp bit never got me. So what happened? How did that end up?
So I've looked down and gone, well, that's not good. I've got a knife stabbed in my calf and put my hand over it, hobbled to the front door and yelled out to my husband for a little bit of a hand, and he thought I just wanted him to put the ham in the oven or something.
I need a hand.
Of
It
course.
sounds like you're saying I need a ham. Yes.
So, yeah, and he's just like looked at it and gone, nah, you're going to have to figure it out yourself, and thrown a bandage at me. And I just sat down, put my leg up and kept drinking my bottle of Dom.
Can I just say something, Mandy? I read an article yesterday that made worldwide news that Bradley Cooper, who is dating Gigi Hadid, he opened up a car door for her, right? So that made worldwide news. You had a knife in your leg and your partner said, take care of it yourself.
Yeah, here's a Band-Aid.
Bandage.
Here's a Band-Aid, yeah.
Like, what more do you
Chuck
want?
it on. You're good to go,
Chivalry is
Mandy.
dead.
Oh, Mandy. That's beautiful. But, I mean, at least you had champagne to fix it.
And Dom,
Dom
by the
Perry.
way,
Yeah,
doing
you
well.
fancy. Matt's in Rockingham. Hello.
How you going?
Good,
Hey,
man.
Maddie. Okay, what happened?
I had my vasectomy a couple of weeks ago, and 2 days afterwards, I dropped the folder and instantly went to catch it.
Yeah.
And as I was going to catch it, everything in my body said, nah, not happening today, and dropped me to the floor in the middle of office work.
As simple as a folder.
And a folder, you absolutely can let that land on the ground. Do you know what I mean?
But I thought, wait there, how are you going to hurt yourself with the folder?
No, that's how, because
Matt, that's so I'm cringing
Yes.
already. So many people say, "Oh, it's a piece of cake getting a vasectomy," and then there's the other half who go, "Nah, this is just not good at all."
Going through it was fine. I was a little bit uncomfortable for a few days afterwards, but yeah, 2 days later trying to catch a folder, and considering it's only A4 folder, I was sitting there on the floor and my boss was laughing at me.
no such movement.
So, Matt, is it even just as hard to get up from that position sitting on the floor in office works after a vasectomy?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was not great. The boss was laughing at me for 30 seconds before he thought he'd try to help me.
Why, by giving you a frozen piece? Or?
Laugh first, then help. That's the way it goes.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.